So we talked about getting into this business, how we got into this business, which is, very different for both of us, although we share so many of the same values. And we have so many goals, that align with each other. But what is it that keeps you going day to day in a tough market, in a market that's not always quick to deliver, right? Quick to pay off.
Yeah. So I will say that even though it is a tough market, I think it's also a great time for leveling up and for us to embrace our creative side.
Yeah.
It's a time for us to take it on as a challenge and to also understand that we are not in an easy business. There were a lot of agents who got licensed during 2020, 2021 that had, a very easy, smooth first year. They didn't have to do a whole lot to, get paid. But that's not realistic. That's a small, short period. And a true market will have its ups and downs. And it's always about, what you do when things get a little hard. Do you just completely throw in the towel and say, well, this just isn't for me? And there's nothing wrong with that. There are times where you have to be realistic. If you cannot pay your bills, if you are in a bad place, and this is just not working, then that just might be a sign. But there are those who say, okay, in this downtime, what can I do that I don't normally have time to do when the market is hot? So normally during the fall and winter, we get a lot more opportunities, also because of the holidays, to be part of our community. So we go all in on that. And yes, it's a slower market, right? So that's what we're working with. But we are in our communities. We are doing a lot of what aligns with our values. And then when it gets hot, we do a little less of that, but we are tending to our community with their real estate needs. So, it is an opportunity to reevaluate where you stand. Like you said, take a look at your why and your driving factors, and kind of maybe not rebuild, but refocus.
I think refocus. I think rebuild too. I think restructure.
Mm-hmm.
I think mindset changes, because you got to be innovative.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what can I do next? What can I do that's different? Going back to what can I do to stand out?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do for my clients' properties, their listings to stand out?
Mm-hmm.
How can I reconnect with the community? So I think networking is big.
Yeah.
Right? We do have maybe a little extra time for it when the market is slower, but we need to make time for it when the market is not. So I think networking is huge. I think just getting in front of people, talking to people, those community events have always been great for us, both personally and in business. Personally, because it's what we value. We value our families. Our families are number one. So getting out in the community and connecting with other families and introducing our clients and their families to other families, it's a huge part of why we do what we do and what drives us to keep going. But I think during these times, we do have to reevaluate, and we do have to consider what we've done in the past. Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting our return? Is it getting out there? Are people receptive to it, right? Things change, people change,
right?
Society changes. And so, we have to stay in line with our values and be our authentic selves. But in business, we can, try different things to reach different groups of people or different markets.
Yeah, absolutely. And what better time than when things are slow to teach yourself new skills, whatever it is, whatever you have been putting off on doing, and making sure that you go all in. We have so many opportunities for expanding our knowledge of our market, of trends, of everything that we need to know to best be prepared to serve our clients. And so, if you're just sitting around waiting for things to fall in your lap, you're just wasting time.
And taking the time to collaborate with other industry professionals,
Mm-hmm.
not just other agents, but other title companies, you know, what is it that they're seeing that maybe we haven't seen because they're on a different side of the transaction?
Right.
Or lenders.
Right.
What new they're always coming out with new programs. Like, there's a program for you, I promise. There's so many different programs out there. And they each, while they do very similar things, they each have something different to offer. So it's taking the time to connect, to reconnect, and seeing if they have something that maybe one of our clients needs.
Yeah.
I mean, even talking to other professionals, contractors and inspectors, and, you know, hosting those broker tours where we can connect,
Yes.
you know, connect everybody. I think that that's crucial in this time of trying to grow and be innovative and stay relevant and continue to provide a service for our clients.
Absolutely.